Oh, hi, YouTube. How's everybody? I told you guys that I would be back tonight between 10 and 11, so I'm back. I have some more stories, and I'd like to get started with the stories if you guys don't mind, okay? All right, so I'm not sure if this one here is a repeat or I believe it's an update, but I just want to double check it once I report it. Okay, anyway, a Kentucky man faces murder charges after allegedly fatally shooting on his 23-year-old son in the driveway on Father's Day, people confirmed. Okay, James Henron, 45 of Lexington, was arrested on Sunday and is charged with murder, domestic violence, in the death of his son. His son's name was Austin Hendron. Okay, the Lexington Police Department reported the father has not yet entered a plea. Okay, so he's probably going to be going to court for a while, but hopefully he gets life in prison without parole. Okay, he killed his own son. He's 23 years old on Father's Day. Okay, nurse's accused killer allegedly admits to 6 more slayings and used dating apps to find victims. Okay, a man facing murder and other felony charges in Los Angeles and New York City has allegedly confessed a total of 7 slayings, and authorities believe he used the popular dating apps on websites to find his victims. People is concerned. Now, we just spoke about that a little earlier about meeting people online. It's very dangerous, so like I don't knock it because some people really do find love online. You know what I mean? So I prefer not to date online if that's possible. I like to date in person and see about you personally instead of what you may tell me online. Okay, all right. So that was a story that we spoke about a little earlier. Okay, now. Okay, Daniel Drayton, 27 years old, was arrested in North Hollywood, California, last in connection to the July 17th strangulation of a 29-year-old New York City nurse, Samantha Stewart. Samantha Stewart. Dayton is the culprit here. Dayton was arrested at a hotel where police alleged he had beaten and raped another woman while he was on the run. Can you believe that? While he was on the run. Anyway, he had a woman held captive in the room at the time that he was taken into custody. So, see, they was looking for him for doing that to one lady, and while they're looking for him, he find another lady and kidnap and rape her, and I don't know, All right, this must be reported, these bizarre stories because this is true. Okay, a Texas boy, 3 years old, left in a hot van. The temperatures reached 113 degrees at the daycare. He was identified. The temperatures rise to 113 degrees. Okay, at the daycare, he's identified as Okay, the daycare went on a field trip. Okay, so the daycare left him in the school van. Okay, and nobody knew 4 hours where he was. So whoever had him, they didn't count their children. I used to work with children years ago. You got to count your children when they leave, when they're going somewhere, whatever it is, and when it's time to go back. You have to count your children. You have to. That daycare, I'm sorry, is gonna get sued. Okay, like I said, the daycare went on a field trip. The boy's name was Raymond Pryor. The daycare is called Discovering Me Academy on Anton Drive. For more than 3 hours, the boy was left in the car. After the field trip, he still was left in the car. Okay, so what happened was at the field trip, they did, finger painting, and they did other activities. They try to keep the kids busy. So the father came to pick up his son around 6 p.m. as normal. And no one could find him, y'all. Around 6:30, they finally found him. He was in the van dead. His death is still under investigation. Okay, so I hope they find out what happened to that little boy. That's that daycare. That somebody is out of a job and they should get sued. Okay, Okay, here's another. He reported his co-worker missing and then confessed to killing her the next day. Sarah Ellis has worked a few months at the Pushcart Inn in North Carolina along Scenic Blue Ridge Parkway. Alleged a co-worker murdered her. Her new body was found on a trail. People confirms the suspect is 20 years old. His name is Derek Sean. He was arrested. He remains in custody for second-degree murder charges. Derek Sean, 20, has not entered a plea and is set for next court date for August 6, 2018. Okay? All right, so these are the stories here that I wanted to get out. I wanted to make sure I did it tonight. I have a whole nother set of news. Okay, so I have a little business to take care of tomorrow, so hopefully when I get back from that I can jump right on the videos, and I have plenty of news. I'm going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. Okay, we're keeping the news going. All right, so everybody have a nice evening. It's a little bit after 11. Some people hour changes are different in different states, but so just anyway, have a nice evening, sleep well, take care of your children, and I hope everything's good for your family. Okay, thank you. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.